What is up, Cool Kids Club? This is Joey here with VideosJoey Videos, and we are ready for episode 3 of our old school Runescape Ironman adventure. If you missed the first 2 episodes, definitely make sure you check the link in the description for those. So last episode we bought an adamant scimitar. We're excited, but this time we want to buy an adamant plate body and adamant plate legs. It's going to take about 350 silk, so we are stealing away to get some money. I found out we could steal in Varlamore, but we do still have to go back to Artie to sell it all. We have gotten all of our silk, and I wanted to go ahead and get started on our farming grind. So I bought a whole bunch of pineapples, and we're going to throw it in the compost bin to make some super compost. It'll probably be the fastest way to get those first couple of farming levels. Also remember, we have literally 0 supplies, so we went ahead and talked to the farming trader to get all that stuff for later. I haven't forgotten about selling our silk, but even if we do right now, we don't have 30 defense. So I decided to come over here and kill the hill giants, get a little bit of prayer XP, and also get those defense levels. I only brought 16 cakes for our first trip, but we did get 11 kills up to level 14 defense and a couple limpwort roots and some runes to really help get started on those grinds. Before we start our second trip at hill giants, let's go ahead and buy an Addy full helm so we have that for later. And just like that, we have 20 defense. We also have a full 28 big bones. You know what that means? We're going back to the wilderness. I'm really curious about how much experience points we're going to get with big bones. If we can get about 4 or 5 levels, I think it's worth doing this again. I'm pretty sure there's no PKers that are going to be able to come and get us at such a low level. We're only at like 35 combat, so I think it'll be all right. Let's see how much we can get. Yep, in fact, a PKer did log in and try to attack us, and our level was too low, and they had no chance. Yeah, so we got from level 11 to level 19. I feel like that's worth it, and I want to try to go ahead and get up to level 30 defense and get some prayer levels along the way. Back at the hill giants, and that's 30 defense. We also got 2 full inventories of bones that we can take up to the chaos altar in just a minute. If you haven't already noticed, I get distracted a lot, but for some reason that's 20 cooking here, and also I grabbed some fishing supplies so we can get some trout and salmon in the next episode. Okay, we are back at the chaos altar, and we're going to go ahead and use another inventory of big bones that we got, getting up to 30 defense. I'm not really worried about PKers like I said earlier because our total level is so low, so it should be fine. I'm not gonna lie, I was completely AFK here. I genuinely was not worried about PKers, and I was obviously wrong, but that's okay. We only lost a couple bones, and our prey level should still be fine. Okay, we are back up here with our final inventory of big bones, and this time I'm gonna keep my hand on the log out button. Again, there shouldn't be any PKers, but I've been wrong before. Oh shit, there's one. Log out, log out, log out. Okay, I genuinely don't know what level that PKer was, if it was a threat at all, but I logged out in time. We'll finish up this inventory of bones, and then we'll get on with the rest of the video. Okay, that is our final inventory of big bones, and it looks like we're going to hit 26 prayer. Hopefully in the next episode, we'll be able to do some quests to get some more prayer experience points, and eventually we'll be able to kill dragons and use their bones on the altar. I really want to get the protection prayers as soon as possible, but we'll just kind of see how long that takes us. I'm not distracted, you're distracted. Let's go ahead and chop some logs. Let's see how high we can get. I love getting high. And with that, we have 25 wood cutting. We also have a decent number of logs that we can use for fletching. We're gonna have to obviously cut a lot more, and we need to get our stuff up for fire making as well. I've mentioned before that I don't really want to do winter tot at the beginning of this account, so fire making is not that big of a deal right now. Let's go ahead and collect that compost that we put in here earlier, and while we're at it, we might as well plant some of the potato seeds that we got from killing hill giants. I think all in all, we're going to be able to get up to level 4 farming, which is not bad. Once we collect these potatoes later, we'll be even higher. Finally, we are ready to accomplish the goal we set at the beginning of the video. We're going to be able to buy our adamant plate body and plate legs. Okay, so it's not letting me do it. Apparently we don't have enough money, even though this is what I started the video off doing and was planning on doing for the entire video. I really do get distracted a little too often. So we're going to try to make money by fletching those logs that we chopped earlier. See, it's all coming together. It was like on purpose. We did it! We got the plate body, and I accidentally forgot to record the clip. But that's okay, we have the plate body, and now we've officially accomplished the goal we set out at the beginning of the video. Okay, so we have a minute here at the end, and I want to go ahead and show off some of the things in our bank. First, we have the miscellaneous section, mainly just filled with quest items, nothing really too important yet. Next, we have our food and fishing section. The most notable things here are we do have plenty of feathers to start fly fishing next episode, and all the meats that we need for druidic ritual. Next we have our magic section. Once we get back to questing, I really do want to go ahead and do rune mysteries. We currently have enough runes to get us to level 25 at least, which will help us be able to teleport to Varrock and get around the map a little bit easier. Next we have all of our ranged gear. We're still level 1, so I haven't obviously put any time into this yet, but we have a decent number of arrows and we'll hopefully be able to get that level up soon too. Next is our mining and smithing tab. Again, I haven't put a whole lot of time into this yet. We have a couple gemstones and the iron bars that we need for Doric's quest. Again, once we start questing again next episode. Moving on, we hit our herb lore tab. We do have a lot of Eye of Newts and some vials of water, but obviously we have not done druidic ritual yet or gotten that many herbs. Soon we will hit the Chaos Druids and get as many herbs as we can. Next we have our wood cutting tab. I will probably sell some of these axes later, or I'll just drop them, it doesn't really matter. And we have a decent bit of oak logs that we can't do anything with. Once we get our fire making and fletching levels up, we'll be able to turn those into something useful. One of the main reasons why I want to get thieving up so much is to get some seeds for this next tab. Our farming tab is looking sad. Once we get master farmers, we will get lots of seeds and we'll really get started on our herb runs and everything like that. Lastly, we have the main tab we really put work into, which is our melee combat and prayer tab. This will also be our loot tab once we actually have some loot. We have a little bit of money left over, but our pride and joy right now is our adamant armor. We really need to find a better shield. I accidentally bought a plate skirt instead of plate legs, if you noticed earlier, but it's fine. We have adamant scimitar, adamant plate skirt, adamant plate body, and adamant full helm. I'm pretty happy with that after only 3 days. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and head over to rock crabs for a little bit so I can edit this video. Don't worry, I will let you guys know how high of our strength level we get. So you can check out our loot from rock crabs. We got some unicorn horns on the way actually. We got an iron pickaxe, a little bit of money, some oysters, I think those will be useful, ruby, and a bunch of ores. More importantly, we got 10 total levels from AFKing there, including 7 strength levels and 3 hit point levels. We're about 20 hours into this journey, and so far I've really been enjoying it, and I really hope you guys have been too. I really appreciate y'all for watching, and if you have missed any of our other episodes, make sure you go ahead and click the playlist on the screen now, and we'll have another episode out as soon as I can. Thanks, bye.